Hey everybody, welcome into Fast Five. We're on a different set today, but we're still here.
It's a different set, but we're still here.
The Saints have interviewed 8 draft-eligible QBs, including many projected to be first-rounders. Will the Saints select a QB with any of their 6 2016 draft picks?
2 weeks ago, I would have said, hell no. I'm really afraid they're going to do this thing. I think they're going to admit that Garrett Grayson is essentially the Stanley Jean-Baptiste of quarterbacks. I mean, 8 QBs? I don't want them to. They shouldn't. Just you got Drew Brees, you got Luke McCown. I'm afraid they're actually going to draft a quarterback.
And you know what? If they do, then it's exactly what Scott just said. They're admitting they screwed up with Garrett Grayson. I don't like the fact that they screwed up with anybody because they've screwed up enough with some of their picks in the past. If they are going to pick a quarterback, I hope it's a little bit in the later rounds and that the guy turns out to be better than the guy they got.
Is Jake DeLonge good enough to still be a backup in the NFL?
As far as I'm concerned, he is, because what do backup quarterbacks do? They go ahead, they're there on the ready if you need them, and they are out there and they're either teaching or learning. Jake could certainly teach, especially those guys who are maybe on the practice squad or holding down the third spot.
Did you see the guy, the halftime quarterback challenge on Saturday? Yeah. I mean, he still got accuracy. When 40-year-old Matt Hasselbeck's going out there and winning games, Jake could be a backup. There's 3 on every roster for a reason.
Raging Cajun senior outfielder Brian Mills hit the go-ahead 2-run double in this week's win over Nickel State. How would you describe his play as of late?
Coming into his own, man. He's playing the best baseball of his career. His batting average is up to 300 now. And the one word I'll use, the way he's been playing, Jay, clutch.
Clutch was the word that I was going to use as well. You know, Tony talks about, one of his robisms, having your best at bat at the most critical time of the game. Mills has been doing that over and over and over again, and that's the definition of clutch.
Good to see someone who doesn't buckle under the pressure.
The Raging Cajun softball team got swept by number 1 Florida last weekend. What was the biggest positive takeaway from the trip to Gainesville?
It was proof that Alex Stewart can compete against anybody. You know, that was the question about this team coming into the season. Were they going to have the pitching that could compete at a high level? Alex Stewart showed that absolutely they do when she's in the circle. Nice performances, 2 of them in a losing effort.
Is that your underarm form? Alex Stewart.
Mavericks big man Charlie Villanueva has a message for Thunder point guard Russell Westbrook after his lengthy pregame routine. Go dance somewhere else. What's the most annoying dance in sports history?
Oh God, it's the Dirty Bird dance. Are you kidding me? Remember that season they went to the Super Bowl? It was disgusting. There's somebody's doing it behind the camera right now. Stop it. It's just gross. I hate that dance. I hate everything about it. I see a clip of it. I get nauseous. I mean, Jay and I danced a little last week with a little shake it out. The Dirty Bird dance, worst dance in sports history. There's no second place. I hate it.
You know, I was going to go ahead and say that, but we've agreed on everything else. I'm going to say Mark Gastineau's sack dance back when he was with the New York Jets. He would go ahead and celebrate every sack, and he'd kind of run in place, and he had this big grin on his face. And I think he was the godfather of the taunting penalty when you get right down to it.
Was that a dance, this?
Well, I'm not going to dance like he did.
Well, that's Jay Walker's idea of a dance. We'll see you next time on Fast Five.
Bye.